Hi guys, I'm back again, and yes, I look crazy once again. I am doing a tutorial on this look using the Jaclyn Hill palette, and that will be up before this video. For this video I am doing a first impressions on a foundation. It is the Max Factor Face Infinity All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. It's got SPF 20. So I'm just shaking it. So I've already moisturised my skin. Let me actually prime my skin. So I'm going to use the Too Faced Hangover X primer. It's just like a really moisturising primer. As you see, I have a lot of spots today. My skin is absolutely hating me at the moment. I do not know why. So let's try this foundation. I know for a fact it's going to be too light for me. I could not find my colour, so I basically chose the lightest colour. But I'm not going to mix it in. I'm not going to mix the foundation in with it to darken it, because I don't want to change the consistency, the texture, the finish, or nothing. So I'm literally just going to leave it and then bronze up. So okay, one side. So I've done one pump. Got my beauty blender. I'm going to do one side with the beauty blender, one side with the brush. I'm not going to conceal, colour correct, because I want to see if it covers. Okay, let's go. That's one thin layer. I haven't even used the pump yet. My forehead is pretty covered, so because I have no marks, I don't need a lot of foundation on my forehead. Okay, it's not doing bad on my skin though. Like, obviously you can still see that, but I'm not expecting it to cover in just one layer. Let's see what it says. Primer, concealer, and foundation all in one. So for that, I'm guessing it's pretty full coverage, which I wouldn't say full coverage with one pump, but I am using the beauty blender, and it does soak up a lot of product, not project. So let's go in with another pump. And another pump, the second pump I'm going to use, I'm going to just try and focus that more on my cheeks, because that's where I've got the most like pigmentation and scarring and everything. So I haven't used the whole pump yet, as you can see, but I'm going to target that around here, where I've got the most scarring. Let's see if that does anything. Okay, so far I would definitely say it's a matte foundation. I feel like it's matte on my skin. I can't really see any glow. Yeah, matte. It's covered pretty well. Like that, I wouldn't expect anything to cover that, to be honest, except maybe Marc Jacobs foundation. You know, that really like full coverage one that you'd literally like 2 drops and your face is like a mask. It's not going over this situation I have here, this world of its own. Sitting okay on around my mouth. I've got quite like textured skin and dry patches around my mouth, so it's sitting okay around there. Now let's try foundation brush on the other side. A pump. So I use 2 pumps on this side. Let's try. As well, the situation is I don't have that much, like I've got stuff to cover, but not compared to this side, so it's not the greatest. couldn't have, like, this one just been here so I could have judged it on a better basis. Okay, let's see what it looks like so far. So far I like it actually. On the brush side, I'm not hating either side. Okay, that's one layer, and that's me like just putting the foundation on. This next layer, I'm gonna try and like pat it in. So far, I've got to say, I'm preferring the brush side, which is quite unusual for me because I love using a beauty blender on my skin, but I'm preferring the brush. I think it just gives more coverage, which obviously I bloody need. Next time I'm going to use the brush on this side. Yeah, I think brush, if you want more coverage personally. Oh, the brush I'm using is the E6 by Morphe. It's the only really foundation brush that I really like and use. If I use a foundation brush, okay. See, it's weird. Here, it's fine. Here, it's starting to settle in my fine lines. So, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to go over it with my brush just to see if that makes any difference. Just with a tiny bit of foundation, especially around here. Now, because I do this all the time anyways, I'm just going to go over with my beauty blender just to soak up any excess product that I've got on my skin. So far I'm not hating it, to be honest. Obviously this, I don't know if anything would bloody cover this. It's a little planet on my face. But there's one here that I've got and it seemed to have covered that pretty well. So I think it's just because this one is so red and so big that it's just not covering properly. Okay, let's see. So far, I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to like sit in my creases and my my texture. So it doesn't feel heavy. I don't think it feels heavy at all. It doesn't feel tacky actually. It feels like it's gonna dry down. I feel like if you have really dry skin, you won't like this, because I don't really have like proper dry skin. I've just got a lot of texture, and on occasion it can get really dry around like my nose and my mouth area. Not really here, but it's literally like sometimes my cheeks as well can be really dry and crusty and bleh. So if you have really dry skin, I don't know if you'll like this. Someone who's got oily skin, I think they'll be alright with this. I think it's definitely matte. I feel like it's drying down. It's not tacky. I don't feel like it's tacky. What else? Let's see if it smells like anything. It's chemically, yeah, it's a chemical spray, but not spray. But I can't smell it on my face. I couldn't even smell it really when I was putting it on my face. So it should be alright. If you're really sensitive to smells, it could be okay, I'm guessing. I'm not that sensitive. Yeah, it's definitely buildable. I feel like the coverage, like I built it around here. Like it was not the greatest of coverage at the beginning, but then I built it. So I'd say it's like medium to full and definitely buildable. Brush or blender, it's literally, for me, I probably am gonna use a brush and then just go over it with a beauty blender because of my skin. But to be honest, it depends. Like if you want more coverage, use a brush. If you don't care about that much coverage but you want like a matte finish, use your beauty blender. I feel like it's starting to sink into my fine lines. Like my smile lines here, feels like it's starting to sink in there. I don't feel cakey, I don't feel heavy. The shade range, I don't know. Price as well, I'll comment on that because I just generally can't remember. Oh, and I got this from Superdrugs. And actually, I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that this is like apparently the same or a dupe for the CoverGirl foundation that's kind of in the same bottle, same, I can't remember what it's called. 3-in-1, 2-in-1, something like that. foundation. I haven't got that one. We can't get CoverGirl in the UK, unfortunately. But apparently they're owned by the same like company, so it's like a sister brand. But I don't know how true that is. Obviously, if you have the CoverGirl one and you want to test this out and you're in the UK, compare them. Check reviews, check online, see if they are the same, see if they are by the same company. I'm just going to do the rest of my foundation, the rest of my base off camera. Okay? I'll be back with my final thoughts, okay? Hi guys, I'm back. I finished off my makeup and this is what it looks like. So yeah, let's finish off what I think about this foundation. So I really like how it looks now that I've put everything else on. It's kind of settled around my mouth and my nose. Like it's not like glowy and skin light there. But everywhere else is fine. I really like it. Yeah, it's fine. It's definitely matte. What else? It doesn't feel heavy, so that's a good thing. Usually I feel like matte foundations can feel really heavy and cakey, but it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it so far. Obviously, this is the first time I'm using it, so I'm going to have to use it again and again and again. I'm going to try different methods. But yeah, I think that's it. So this is a final look. It's not the most wearable for some, but for me it's pretty wearable. I don't think I'd go shopping like this, but I would wear this out on a night out. So yeah, this is the final look. I hope you like it, and if you do, please remember to like, subscribe and comment on my videos. Let me know what you want to see next. Like, I'm honestly up for anything, possibly not Halloween look. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please remember, give me a thumbs up. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye guys. I feel like I'm getting sick, which is quite a fucking common thing for me.